if you had to give advice to your younger self, or even to the newest chiropractors getting out of school today, like let's call it one thing, what would it be?
If there was one thing I could tell Dr. Pete a decade ago when he's starting practice, it would be listen and do. So I had a lot of great mentors in my life, and I had this idea that, like, yeah, they give me the information, but like you take pieces of it. And like Freddie had one thing, and I love this. It was like, and it took me 3 years to figure this out. He says, when you get your one thing and leave. Don't stay here. Like, we're at a seminar. He's up there and going over information. He said, get your one thing, pack your bag, get out of the seminar. I'm like, oh, that's kind of, I want to learn more, right? Listen and do. Listen and go do it. Because I find that we could listen and we could just get all this. I have 1,000 books I've read, and I'm really proud of myself that I've read all these books. And so my book reading is one thing. Like, my recommendation for a new doc for me would be choose 5 books, these 5 books, and read them 100 times. You don't need to read 500 books, because that's what I did. I was a copious reader, but it's just consuming media in a different form. It doesn't matter now if you're scrolling on Facebook or reading 100 books, you're literally doing the same and doing nothing. So listen and do would be, hey, listen and then go put your foot in front of the other and do what they say. Don't overthink it. Don't do anything else crazy. Listen and do, because that's really where the magic comes down to. So Freddie will go, get your thing. So now when I go to a seminar or the conference with my team, I bring them and we all come back and we go, what's the one thing we're going to do? Meaning Monday morning, this happens, period. Heaven and hell, we will move to make sure one thing happens, and we'll do that same thing for the next 3 months. Nice. Every day. And we check the box. We have an end of day sheet, little box. Did we do our thing? Yes or no? And so that's how we know we grow, because it turns into a habit then. Does that make sense? And it's like that 1% growth, that 1%, like to turn a ship, it's literally turning the rudder 1 degree, brings you full circle sooner or later. So you want to compound that. So I would sit down, I'd boink him in the head and be like, you idiot, just listen and do. Don't overthink it.
That actually reminds me of a really great book. I'd say I read, but I listen to my books now because it allows me to get one every couple of weeks. But The Compound Effect, did you ever read that?
I have. It's good.
Great book. So that 1 degree of change done consistently over time makes all the difference in your life. It's really powerful. That's pretty good.